Have y'all seen this? I am excited to talk about this one. Welcome to She Knows DNA. My name is Miavonna and I am a board certified genetic counselor. So if you like Chipotle like me, by the way, I call it Chipotle, then you may have definitely seen the side that it was in the intro clip stating that this parking spot is reserved for those who cilantro tastes like soap to them. Well, since this is being covered on my channel, then you already know there are genetic factors. So let's get into it. There is a gene called OR6A2 that is found on chromosome 11. This is an olfactory receptor gene that allows the body to have a sense of smell. If you remember during COVID, whenever they were saying that people were losing their smell and taste, well, that is because our smell is directly related to our taste. So if you cannot smell anything, then it's very likely that you cannot taste anything either. So when there is this specific spelling change in the DNA of that gene, it causes the brain to be more sensitive to the presence of a chemical called aldehyde. Aldehyde, in fact, is in cilantro, and aldehyde, as you can imagine, surely does not taste great. So rather than your brain then talking to your taste buds and your smell, rather than it perceiving cilantro as this yummy thing that you put on your burritos and nachos and tacos and all the things, but there are some persons that it changes it to where it tastes like soap. Nobody wants anything that tastes like soap. That's nasty. The inheritance pattern that soapy cilantro follows is typically autosomal dominant, meaning that you just need there to be one change of that gene on chromosome 11 in order to have that awful experience with cilantro. However, it is also deemed of low penetrance, meaning that yes, you can have that variant in that gene, but that does not 100% mean that you're going to taste soap whenever you eat cilantro. There are other genes and other factors that contribute to soapy cilantro, but this gene that I am talking about today just is one of the more popular and well-known variants. The presence of this mutation or variant depends and varies across multiple ethnicities. So it is estimated that around 3 to 20% of people cannot taste cilantro as it being a delicious type of herb, but it tastes like soap. And the reason why that is such a broad spectrum is because based off your ethnicity, the prevalence is different. Then epigenetics also plays a part in this, because if you grew up eating a lot of cilantro, like different ethnicities out there, then your body could have then changed as far as how it reacts to cilantro. Now, if you read the title of my video, you may be wondering how you can use cilantro to figure out if that is your real father and maybe even your real mother. So let's talk about that. Remember earlier I stated that this consists of a autosomal dominant type of inheritance pattern, meaning that if both of your parents really, really love cilantro, but you think it tastes like soap, that might not be your daddy. That might not be your mama. Those may not be your parents. You need to start asking questions, especially if you are the only one in their children that thinks it is just nasty. Everyone, Cinco de Mayo come, everybody eating all the tacos, and you're just like, yuck. You got to ask questions, okay? That's all I can say. Now, I'm being serious, but also I'm not, because remember that this gene is not the only one that can attribute to making cilantro taste like soap. It is one of them, but there are a multitude of factors, both through your environment, through your culture, and through your genetics. So don't count that man out as being your father just yet. So I would just say we can be suspicious. Does that work? Now, as a personal example, if you're wondering, for me, I love cilantro. It is so good, okay? Now, as far as my parents, I know for a fact my mom likes cilantro too. So, for now, I'd say we're fine. Also, with my father, I can't remember if he likes cilantro or not. So I'll hold off on asking him. So this is what I want y'all to do. Go ahead and tell me if you like cilantro or if it tastes like soap. And I'm not meaning those that just don't like cilantro just cuz, okay? I need the ones that it tastes like soap. And then also ask your parents. Put the answers down in the comments, especially those that are wondering if that's their parents, and they can use this science experiment to figure out if those are your parents or not. No need to go on Maury, you know? No need. This is how we can figure it out together in my comment section. And now to leave you with words of wisdom. Speaking of daddies, did y'all know today is my daddy's birthday? Huh? 55. It's my daddy's birthday. You know, I know some of y'all had stuff to say when it was my mama's birthday. You didn't like the song as much, but you know what? Because some of y'all were haters, I decided to sing my daddy his birthday song all by himself, straight to his face. You know, so I won't share that beautiful, unique composition with you all. Just know it's my daddy's birthday, okay? Now, as far as things that are wise that he would say. So some wise words from my daddy. The perfect example, there was one day he was backing his truck up to leave. Okay, he's backing it up. So my dad on his truck, he not only has the rear view camera, he also has sound. So whenever it's getting closer to something, it beeps. Okay, so he's just driving back down the driveway, and you know, again, there's a camera and it's beep, 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 beep. But then all of a sudden, as he continues to go back, he runs into my car. Now we are, you know, country rodeo cowboys, all that stuff. So there was a ball on the truck, on the, you know, hooked up on the truck. So the ball that was at the back of the trunk went into my car. And all he had to say was, dang it, you don't usually park your car there because you're never home. Now I'm gonna let that sit in y'all's spirit for a second, because on one hand, yeah, at the time, was I home? Probably not. But that does not have anything to do with why you didn't see it on the camera and why you ignored the beeping on your truck, screaming at you, telling you to stop, but yet somehow it was my fault. I'm going to let that sit in your spirit for a second. All right, y'all. That is all I have for today, okay? Thank you all for so much for continuing to watch my videos. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Let me know if y'all have any topics you would like me to cover, okay? Okay. Well, guys, I love you. Thank you so much. And I cannot wait to see you next week and also see how you guys interact in the comment section. Otherwise, y'all have a beautiful rest of your day. God bless you and see you next time. Bye.